Welcome to the 14th part of Mechanical Properties of Fluids, in which you will learn more about the terminal velocity and Reynolds number and the physical significance and importance of Reynolds number. In the last part, we have derived the formula for terminal velocity. V equals to 2 by 9 r square into rho minus sigma multiplied by g divided by eta. Let's discuss this formula. The velocity of a small sphere dropped from rest into a viscous medium varies with time. Initially, the body is accelerated and after some time it acquires terminal velocity. The terminal velocity is directly proportional to square of the radius of the body, and that is why bigger raindrop fall with larger velocity compared to the smaller raindrops. The terminal velocity is inversely proportional to coefficient of viscosity of the fluid. The more viscous is the fluid, the smaller is the terminal velocity attained by a body. The terminal velocity is independent of the height through which a body is dropped. And by knowing the values of rho, sigma, r and v, you can determine the coefficient of viscosity by using this formula. The terminal velocity is directly proportional to difference of the densities of the body and the fluid, rho minus sigma. If rho is greater than sigma, the body will attain terminal velocity in the downward direction. But if rho is less than sigma, the terminal velocity will be negative and the body will rise through the fluid. That is why air bubble in a liquid and clouds in a sky are seen to move in the upward direction. And if rho is equal to sigma, then body remains suspended in the fluid. Let's solve a numerical problem, example 10.10 of NCERT. The terminal velocity of a copper ball of radius 2 mm falling through a tank of oil at 20 degrees Celsius is 6.5 centimeter per second. You have to find out the viscosity of the oil at 20 degrees Celsius, and the density of oil and density of copper is given to you. By using the formula of coefficient of viscosity and by putting all these values in that formula, you will get 2 by 9 multiplied by 2 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meter square into 9.8 meter per second square multiplied by rho minus sigma, and after calculating it, it will become 7.4 into 10 raised to power 3 kilogram per meter cube, and on solving it, 9.9 into 10 raised to power minus 1 kilogram per meter per second. Or you can say that it is 0.99 decapoise. Reynolds number. It is dimensionless parameter whose value decides the nature of flow of a liquid through a pipe. It is given by the formula R with subscript E equals to rho Vd divided by eta, where rho is the density of the liquid or fluid, V velocity of fluid, D diameter of the pipe, and eta, coefficient of viscosity of the fluid. Importance of Reynolds number. If Re lies between 0 to 2000, the liquid flow is streamlined, and if R is greater than 3000, the liquid flow is turbulent. But if value of Re lies in between 2000 and 3000, then the flow of liquid is unstable. It may change from laminar to turbulent and vice versa. The exact value at which turbulence sets in a fluid is called critical Reynolds number. Physical significance of Reynolds number. Re formula can also be written as rho v square divided by eta into V by D, or rho AV square divided by eta AV divided by D. That means inertial force per unit area divided by viscous force per unit area. Thus, Reynolds number represents the ratio of the inertial force per unit area to the viscous force per unit area. Now, turbulence has both advantages as well as disadvantages. It promotes mixing and increases the rate of transfer of mass, momentum, and energy. For example, mixer in grinder or a juice mixer. The blades of a kitchen mixer induce turbulent flow and provide thick milkshakes. And disadvantage is it dissipates kinetic energy in the form of heat, as racing cars and planes are engineered to precision in order to minimize turbulence. Let's solve example 10.11 of NCERT. The flow rate of water from a tap of diameter 1.25 centimeter is 0.48 liter per minute, and the coefficient of viscosity of water is 10 to the power minus 3 Pascal second. After some time, the flow rate is increased to 3 liter per minute. Characterize the flow for both the flow rates. For this, let speed of the flow be V and diameter of the tap be D equals to 1.25 centimeter. The volume of water flowing out per second Q is equals to V into pi D square divided by 4. And from here, you can calculate V, and Reynolds number Re is 4 rho Q divided by pi D eta, and by putting all the values you will get it as 1.019 into 10 to the power 8 per meter cube per second cube. Since initially Q was 0.48 liter per minute, and by converting it into meter cube per second, you will get Re as 815, and this is below 1000, so the flow is steady. After some time, the Q is 3L liter per minute, and after converting it into SI units meter cube per second, and by putting in that formula, you will get Re as 5095. So the flow will be turbulent.